welcome back to another ERRA Cuin Caladrim Monster Mash. Today we are in elimination round, what is this, 4? We've gone through our 3 round-robin tournaments already. SNS ran all the stats, pulled everybody together, ranked everybody up, we split them into 2 pools, and poor Tom is up against the Balrog for pool number 2. No, let's just pool 1. So, today we're going to figure out how much ice it takes to freeze a desert or how much snot it takes to kill a Balrog. Right?
Yeah. Realistically, he'd just sneeze in the Balrog's face and it would just, like, disintegrate. But for some odd reason, Tom is able to half the Balrog's fight value.
Because he has troll snot. I mean, come on. Troll snot's amazing. Alright, so here we go. Let's take a quick look at the profiles, and then we'll come back and get this match started. SNS has the books all ready to go. We'll show you the profiles, then we'll show you the models and the dice that we're going to play. We've got some custom dice we're playing again today. So here's Bert. I'm on the wrong one. Here's Tom. Tom the troll.
So basically, he's got the old Bert profile. So 6-inch move, fight 6, 5+ shoot with throw stones. He probably won't get a chance to use them. Strength 6, which means he will be wounding the Balrog on 6s, which is not that great for him. Defense 6, 3 attacks, 3 wounds, courage 3, 1 might, 3 will, and 1 fate. He can use his will points to activate his lingering cold, which means that during a fight that involves him, but before you actually roll any dice, but after any heroic actions are declared, Tom can choose to half the fight value of one of his opponents.
This is a big deal because it happens after heroic actions are declared. In this fight, it may or may not actually do him that much good, but what it does in normal match point play is it gives you a sneaky advantage over opponents. You can put him into all kinds of really important combats, put him up against a top-tier hero, wait till that top-tier hero has spent his might doing interesting things, and then you sneeze on him and cut his fight value in half regardless of his heroics.
And then you can keep them for later, which means you essentially just paralyze them straight away, and then you're a troll trapping in a paralyzed model, and you're just going to beat him to shreds.
Especially if you got an army of extras around you. So, in this case he doesn't, of course. He's got just him on the Balrog, but really special rule. Lingering Cold is a good one. Squash him to jelly. What's that all about?
So basically, if he wins a fight, he can choose to, rather than strike normally, or do any of his other brutal power attacks, he has this special brutal power attack that basically gives him 1 free strike against every single model, and any who survive are knocked prone. So it's basically like a really special whirl. So if he's like trapped and surrounded by, let's say, goblins, he can just slaughter a whole ton of them instead of just pounding a hero.
Do a trolley stompy dance and stomp on everybody and knock them all down and squish some of them. So that's Tom. Here's our Tom. I put some jelly containers on his base because I forget these special rules and I needed a reminder. So there's his jelly containers. That reminds me. I had the in the old rule set, the sneezing rule was actually Bill's. So my Bill model has
Bert.
snot. Oh, sorry, Bert. So my Bert model has some snot painted on him with some nurgle rot. But not so in this case. So there's Tom. He's going to be throwing snotty dice. This is the GW Plague Marine dice. It's got squishy rubber on the inside. They are supremely disgusting. They're perfect for a snot guy. So we're going to use those. Those are also nurgle rot dice or other, they've got many purposes. GW came up with a great idea when they made those. So that's Tom. Anything we missed? I think we covered him good, right?
He does have heroic defense, but he probably won't be using it. He'll probably use his 1 might point to help him win one of the fights where he sneezes.
Yeah, that would be clever. Here we come to Captain Balrog.
Beast of a profile. We've seen him before. He is a monster. He is a monster
of monsters. Yes, he has the monster keyword.
Still 6-inch move, which is still kind of baffling. But fight 10, 3+ shoot value with his fiery lash, strength 9, defense 9, 4 attacks, 10 wounds, courage 7 with fearless. So he's not going to be doing any courage tests. No might, 10 will, and no fate. He does have a sword, so he is allowed to feint, technically. And he has a fiery lash. So it's a throwing weapon.
Trying to fake with a base sword like that. That's just fun.
So the fiery lash on a 3+ shoot value.
That's a real special one.
Basically, this is one of the few things they changed about the Balrog that actually makes him really good. It's a throwing weapon with a range of 8 inches and a strength of 7. And any model that's hit and not slain is immediately dragged into base contact with the Balrog, even over other models. So it's kind of like the Watcher in the Water's tentacles. You can just grab someone and then just snake them. And then the Balrog can do what the Balrog does and just murder them.
Yeah, Balrog's stat line is tough to beat, especially at Fight 10. There's just not much they contest with it. Fight 10 with 4 attacks means he's always got not always, he's mostly got more dice than anything. And statistically speaking, he's very likely to roll a 6 almost every time, so he really doesn't need his might for much. So the Fiery Lash is kind of fun. Pull random things into contact. And why is that valuable?
Well,
point match play.
Point match play, that kind of makes up for a 6-inch movement. Kind of, not really. So essentially with the 6-inch move, anyone can just run a hero away. But if they're just staying out of your movement range, say they're on a horse, then you can charge your 6 inches forward and then lash them with the lash, drag them into contact, and they won't get any charge bonuses. So essentially, the Balrog has a 14-inch threat range, which is
pull some
really
random
good.
thing. It doesn't matter what it is. Pull some random thing into base contact. You prefer to do that with multi-wound models, so you can pull it into base contact, kill it, get his free heroic combat every turn, which we haven't read yet, and then he gets another move. So in this game, it's not going to matter because he's only against a monster. But in point match play, this is a big deal. The Balrog can wander all over the board just killing stuff.
Yep. As for other special rules, Ancient Evil, so the -1 courage. So poor Tom is essentially courage too. Fearless, as again, so he's not taking any courage tests. Resistant to magic, terror, goblin mastery, which won't come into play, but essentially it's a 12-inch auto-pass courage bubble for Moria goblins.
12-inch means that it covers most of the board that he's on, so that's a big deal. He actually keeps Moria goblins around because they're more afraid of him than they are of the opponent, so that actually was a really nice add to see this time.
Yep.
That's new in the updated rules.
Flame of Udin, so basically, if he wins a fight and wounds a model and doesn't kill them, then he can roll a dice, and on a 6 they are set ablaze, which is a free Strength 9 hit, and every turn after that it's a Strength 5 hit, unless they stop, drop, and roll. And additionally, the Balrog is immune to fire, which it always should have been, and now it just can't be insta-killed by a dragon or by Smaug. And it also can never be set ablaze.
And the Demon of the Ancient World is the free heroic combat every turn. So
Yep.
if the Balrog can Fiery Lash some kind of a multi-wound model into base contact, destroy it, and then get another free move with a free attack, that's how the Balrog can make up an awful lot of ground against that 6-inch move. So that is why the Balrog costs so many points. It is a machine. It just roasts everything. And I'm particularly proud of my Ice Balrog. Thank you for those of you who have made some kind comments on Facebook about this beast. I had a lot of fun painting this up. There are some things that I would change. If any of you have followed Shadow and Flame, they do some brilliant, brilliant work. And Kevin Spector over there has done some nice ice converting that I am hoping to do. I might, actually have the guts to cut this thing up and put some proper ice effect in there. So, not yet. That's a project for another day. I've got lots to clear off my bench first. And today I'm throwing Chessex dice. This is a custom designed Scarab Jade. That's what, no it's not. Scarab Scarlet is what this dice pattern is called. It has a funky little funky little dragon icon on there. And I'm out of focus because I'm too close to the camera. There we go. So, Balrog's going to throw dragons. Tom's going to throw Snot. And we're going to see if Snot beats out on ice in the desert. Goodness sakes. Because we just like the desert. Thank you, GameMat.eu, for making fantastic terrain. We're going to have some fun. So, Hestoness, we ready?
Yep.
Hestoness is playing the Balrog today. I'm going to be Tom. Let's talk about some priority. 6. Tom goes first.
Yep.
Tom's going to stoop.
And no one could see that coming. Alright.
Tom's going to throw a rock. Because the Balrog is so nasty, he's going to try his best to throw a rock. He's not going to pass his courage check if he tries to charge, so he might as well try to throw a rock. See if he can get a cheap wound in there first before it gets even harder.
Yep.
Balrog moved. I'm going first, so here comes my rock. I need a 4 to hit.
5+.
5+. Tom, you suck. Did I say that out loud? Alright, Tom gets a 5. Gets a 1. Tom is not going to hit anything with that rock.
Okay. The Balrog is then going to use the Fiery Lash.
The Icy Lash.
Well, yes, the Icy Lash.
Because ice is so much more scary.
And it hits.
That's a 6, so that's a clean hit.
So it is a Strength 7 hit against his Defense 6, which will need 4s to wound. That's
no
a 3.
wound, but he did hit, so whoop, he lashes Tom right into base contact, and now we are fighting.
Yep.
Tom has 3 will. Tom's going to wait. Hey, Mr. Balrog, who has no might, cannot call heroics, so he's not going to call a heroic. Tom will sneeze. He's going to have 3 dice against the Balrog's 4. Tom has higher fight value. He's fight 6. The Balrog is fight 10, cut in half to fight 5. Right.
And I'm going to shock you and say that I am going to stab with my fiery sword.
What? Why would you do that? Actually, yeah, you should explain that to the video. Why would you do that?
So basically, I have lower fight value anyway because I'm half to fight 5 and he is fight 6. So basically, I could normally feint because I have higher fight value, but I don't have higher fight value, so I can stab. What that does is it lets me reroll ones to wound. The consequence is if I lose the fight, I take a strength 2 hit. But with defense 9, I'm not really worried about that.
Strength 2 against defense 9 is a 6 followed by a 6, so that's not going to wound him. Alright, so here we go. 3 dice from Tom to 4 dice from the Balrog. Tom's looking for something higher. I get a 4 high, and the Balrog gets a 6.
That's not good.
Did not help.
And he only has 1 might point, so he can't win that fight.
Yep, so Tom does not win. Balrog has 4 strength, 10 hits, strength 9 hits.
But he needs 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the stab.
Yep.
Alright.
Here comes nasty Balrog. What happens to Tom? Here's a 6, that's a wound. Here's a 4, that's another wound.
Rerolling 1s.
You got a 1 and a 5, so 3 wounds, and you're rerolling the last one.
Oh!
2. So Tom, with his 1 fate, might survive this. Let's see what happens. Here's Tom's fate. It's a 2.
What?
You know what? That's such cheese. He can't even might that into a 3. He'd still die. So Tom has been 1 turn lashed and squashed by the Balrog.
And just because we can, you were set on fire when I wounded you. So let's see if you actually burn.
Seriously, adding insult to injury.
No.
You have an ice lash. How are you going to set him on fire? So did we really expect that Tom wasn't going to get destroyed? Yes, you can keep Moria. Tom doesn't care. Michael Vannon, thanks for watching. Yes, the Balrog is the favorite contestant to win this. I am waiting for him to have to face Bjorn. I think Bjorn's going to give him a bit of a humbling.
That'll be interesting for sure. The bear hug is terrifying.
We'll see if they make it to each other. Keep watching. We've got lots more Monster Mash videos coming. The Balrog progresses to the next round in elimination. And we'll show you in the next video who he's going to be up against. Actually, no, we're not. He's going to be waiting a little while. He's got some other matches to be done first. Thanks so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you again soon.